Welcome back to Popcorn Diaries, and on this episode, Joe and I are going to recap the main movies for this year. We've both been out at the theaters watching these films, and we just wanted to touch base and see what's good, what's not, what we think you should go and definitely check out before it leaves the theaters. So let's kick things off. At the beginning of May, we had Avengers: Age of Ultron. Of course, action, sci-fi, adventure, lots of special effects in this movie. What did you think, Joe?
It had just about everything you can think of. If you're an Avengers fan, don't miss this one. Hugely popular, making a ton of money. It was a great way to open up the blockbuster season.
It definitely was. You know, we have a cast of characters that have been together for quite a few years. They've all had their own individual movie successes, but they always come together in this Avengers movie, and it's always fun to see what they're going to do with this. Now, there were some things I really liked about this movie, and there was a couple I didn't like. Of course, the special effects are grand and spectacular. Yep. Marvel always sets the bar high when it comes to special effects.
Yeah, definitely over the top.
Yeah, I mean, they had like 18 effects companies working simultaneously to get this done. And I love the special effects. I think they're wonderful. They're crazy. As far as the characters and the story, I really like that they gave us more of an insight and a view into some of the characters that maybe before we hadn't really noticed. So that I really, really liked. And the new characters that they brought out, I was very happy to see them. Some of the things I didn't like, I really hated Ultron. Oh, he's just so annoying. And I get it. His character's supposed to be annoying and self-centered, and it's just...
Yes, he is.
You really hate this guy. So I didn't really like him. James Spader is awesome as Ultron, but I just didn't like the character, and I really didn't like the Pinocchio twist with it.
Well, I do agree with you that the story is stronger, and they've got no choice. They've got to have a stronger story because otherwise it would just be more of the same. And so if they don't go for better storytelling, they're going to lose their audience sooner or later.
Yeah, definitely. And I'd really love to see what they're going to do next. Of course, this franchise is far from over.
Oh, yeah.
The next weekend, we had two offerings. We had Hot Pursuit, and then we also had a limited release of Maggie, which starred Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, pass on the Hot Pursuit, as we said before. Although it's doing pretty good by the numbers, move on. And definitely check out Maggie. I'm a big Arnie fan, and he did not disappoint.
No, he definitely did not disappoint in this movie. The view that you get of Arnold Schwarzenegger in this movie is insane.
Yeah, it's very different.
It is so different.
Yeah.
And it is great to see that he has that range, that he was able not to be the, here I come, blazing guns and glory.
The Terminator back then,
yeah. Although this movie has not been rated really great, I gotta say, I really love this movie. It was very powerful, very strong, and it does hit like a train wreck. It is very, very sad. For those of you that like your dramatic movies, this one unfolds slowly. It just hits you at the end, and you just walk out of there like, oh my God.
Yeah, and again, you do get to see a different side of Schwarzenegger on this. So right there, that's why it's worth seeing. And as we moved into the middle of the month, the big release.
Oh, the one we were waiting for.
Was Mad Max.
Yes, Mad Max. Oh, Fury Road. It did not disappoint.
Not at all.
From beginning to end. I do not want to give this movie away. It's still in theaters. For those of you that have not watched it, you definitely need to watch this on the big screen.
Yep. Don't miss this. If you like the trailer, you will love the movie. I guarantee it.
Some of the things that we will talk about this movie is the special effects are minimum.
Yep.
All the stunts are real, people.
Yep.
All the stunts are real. All the cars you get to see, they're real. And I know you really appreciated that.
Yeah. All the cars are real. All the stunts are real. Everything they do is real. There's very, very, very little special effects from a CGI standpoint.
The story's strong. It's just a thrill ride through and through. So definitely get to check that out. I think the only thing that disappointed me was I didn't get to see it in IMAX. Yeah. That was the only thing that was really disappointing, is that it did not release in IMAX due to Avengers. The same week, we did have also the comeback of Pitch Perfect. So the second installation of the Pitch Perfect series. I really loved the first one, I've got to say. So I was kind of excited and a little bit hesitant about watching the second one. I want to say it's still funny. It's a great movie. The comedy is there. The music is there. It's got a powerful performance at the end. It just wasn't as charming as the first one. It just lost some of its luster.
Yeah, this is pretty typical with sequels. They come out so strong with that first movie, and it's so hard to come back with a second one that's going to be equal or better. Only James Bond can get away with that. It's a great effort. It's doing well in the box office. I'm sure there'll be a third one, and
I'm sure.
Yeah, let's hope that they get it together and make it even stronger than the other two.
Yeah, and then we went into the last couple weeks of May, and we had the remake of Poltergeist.
And I originally said on this one, but you know what? I think I'm wrong.
Well, you're wrong and you're right. If you're going to choose between the original and this new installation, the original hands down. I will always like the original much better. It just seems like the story unfolded at a better pace when it came to the original. This one felt a little rushed to me. It's only 93 minutes.
Yeah, it's fairly short.
Yeah, so it felt a little bit rushed, but I mean, and they didn't overdo the special effects as much as I thought they would. Whereas the original, it was 1980s special effects, but it worked with it.
Yeah, and it's still watchable. The original one is still very, very watchable. But this one was a strong effort too.
It was a pretty strong effort. It wasn't as scary as the original isn't even that scary, but there was one scene that did kind of give me the creeps, so I'm not going to give that one away.
Don't give that away. And let's not forget, towards the end of May also was Tomorrowland, a new Disney movie. If you're a Disney fan, you have to go see this.
Unfortunately, I have not been out to see this one yet. Out of all of these, this is the one that I did miss. I am looking forward to seeing it probably this weekend. From what I hear, it is a great watch. And everything is just spectacular with the special effects. Everything is well done. So I'm looking forward to getting to see this in theaters.
Yeah, it will not disappoint Disney fans. And then towards the end, we run into San Andreas. Okay, I have not seen this one, but I've seen the trailer in the movie theater. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to go see this just because of all the effects of just wiping out L.A.
Yeah, well, it is going strong. It's making headroads in the box office. It really is making a ton of money. And you're right, the special effects are what's going to sell this movie. It's all about the special effects. I think for this one, they had about 14 different companies involved with the special effects. So now, as far as the story goes, it's an okay story. I mean, it's pretty much the world is falling apart. Get out.
The fault opens up. It starts swallowing L.A. and everything around it. Come on. You got to go watch that.
I mean, but this is an action movie.
And it's got
say
the
what
rock
you want to say.
Yeah, it's got the
say
rock
what you want to say about action movies. They are just fun to watch.
And, let's not forget a couple other ones in there. Spy is doing also very, very well.
I did end up passing up this movie just because it just seems like it's Heat all over again, except where we had Sandra Bullock at first. Now we have Jason Statham, which, I mean, who doesn't want to see Jason Statham? But
True.
I could wait for the DVD on this one.
If you're in for the mood for a romantic movie, it's doing pretty well. Aloha.
Yes, I do hear good things.
Yeah, it's getting great reviews. I haven't seen it yet, but it definitely looks like one I might want to take my significant other to.
I'll wait for the DVD.
You'll wait for the DVD on that. Other than that, not much else happening in the month of May. Now, there's lots of other limited releases, and certainly you should check some of those out. I just want to hit the big hitters, and we will do the same for the movies that have all gone through here in June, here in a few weeks. So we will be back to recap all the June stuff.
Yeah, so definitely this is the time to go out and watch movies. I know I am really excited for Thursday night because I am going to be watching Jurassic World. I know you're not as excited to see it, but I have to see it.
I saw the trailer again, and I don't know. I just sat there and just kind of shook my head.
I know. But I'm going to watch it. It's, I love the special effects. I love to see how they keep developing and how they keep innovating new ideas in special effects. So, yeah, I want to go see it.
I think it's just going to be a bigger monster fest. That's all. What do we do now?
Hey,
let's just make them bigger.
It's going to be fun. As long as it's fun to watch, I'm happy.
And that's really what it comes down to, folks, is being entertained. Like I've always said, as long as I'm entertained in a movie, I'm good.
Yeah, me too. So that's going to wrap it up for us this time on Popcorn Diaries. And join us next time as we recap June movies. As always, I'm Adriana.
And I'm Joe.
And this was Popcorn Diaries.